Oh, yeah. It's the AGM talk, folks. More AGM talk, Rangers. I'm going to give you about 16 minutes here because I'm not really much in terms of news. And then, yeah, I'm away and I'm playing some FIFA later, some EA Sports FC content because I think it's about time I brought that back. Would you agree? I don't even know if I changed the audio there. Probably stuck with the same audio. Talking about AGMs, all that good stuff. We can talk more about that 6-0 victory if we want to. So get your comments in here for a wee bit. More AGM Fallout. Who's going to be the first comment? Who's going to be the first comment? Who am I going to guess before? I'm going to go Caleb. He'll be the first commenter. Unless somebody else dives in. Oh, it's Aldo. It was Aldo. I got it wrong. Continue the same team on Sunday. I agree. Absolutely continue this. Well, I think I need a knee brace. I think I need the bionic knee like Stone Cold Steve Austin. My left knee's going. Continue the same team on Sunday though. Absolutely, definitely. Let's do it. And we'll be here. Watch along at 5 to 12. Every time I say 5 minutes before the game, I end up 5 minutes into the game. But on Sunday, I'll be here early enough. I'll try and do it. I say Sunday, man. It's around the corner. It's tomorrow. It's not tomorrow. It's 2 days away, brother. Yeah. Just lam it. Yeah. Yeah. The Bears. These sips are stuck. I bought a charger for TikTok trips. Hopefully it doesn't blow up. Fast. So can you see? That's a god coming towards you there. The big man up the stairs. Travel adapter. No bad. Really don't know how much the board works behind the scenes. What you gonna do when Jobber Mania runs wild on you? The board, man. People are calling for what do you call him? Coppin to go. I think they should all go. Come on, greeting about Pyro. Oh, the 12 grand took away for your transfer business. Reel that pish straight in, Phil. All right. I think what cost your transfer business is letting your assets leave for free or hee haw. That's what costs your transfer business, to be honest. It's a shite night out there, isn't it, everybody? It's raining. But yeah, be your guy. How do you make a dynamite? All the ratings coming in. Videos coming for Fog Football, Fog Wrestling tonight, everybody. Philip Clement says the club need to have less loan players going forward. I'm currently watching Super Scoreboard as I'm doing my own me thing. Use Haji Moore, maybe make him captain. Absolutely. Stay on to at least 2 p.m. on Sunday so we can hear you say, come on out. I just opened that sip, man. I feel like it ripped my nail off. I'll be there. Don't worry about it. 2 p.m. See, you know what the problem is? It's all right me saying here, I'll be there to 2 p.m., right? But see when Sunday comes around and it's like the worst thing you've ever seen for 2 hours, you can't wait for the final whistle to go and get out of there. But don't worry, if we get beat, there'll be more streams throughout the day. I wouldn't worry about that. Loved the car review of AEW ratings. I know. I was like, first time ever in a car, I was like, oh, hold on. Talking about shitey dynamite wrestling. Yeah, Lammers is banging in goals in the Eredivisie, and I don't even know what the fees are anymore. I thought we got $500,000 for Cantwell. I thought we got like 1 million for Goldson. Thought we got a couple of 100,000 for Wright, and I thought we got about 2 million for Lammers. Yeah, I mean it's working out at 200 grand each. I mean that's pathetic. Like honestly, obviously it's not all 200 grand each, but you have to divide it by 4. I say give the Fog guys a couple of million and let them put on a show and god damn it, find the Sandman. Singapore Kane. I totally agree. I'd double the ratings in a week. Might get took off the air in a week, but here, they're heading that way anyway, buddy. Aren't they? We've been saying play 2 up front all season. Phil does it last night finally and score 6. Yeah, so He's got to continue doing it, and it worked. Egamani, even though he was still on the left, but every time he cut in, man, he was so look at his goal. His goal was phenomenal, and he could have scored about 2 other goals like that in the first half as well. So I think he's got to just pick the same team. Stevie, would you rather shag Dewdrop or watch Celtic win the Champions League? Fuck, that's a fucking shite question here. 5 minutes into a live stream, into. I mean, I've no problem whipping out the VHS and watching the 1967 one, but if it's another one, then I'm going to have to drop into do. You get me? You'd bring back Pram Pat. Course you would. That's what I would do. See the ratings, man. They would double it immediately with that, just alone. You know. I would announce. I would fucking pay all the money in the world to get Vince McMahon on Dynamite. I would announce. I mean, the tapes. The tapes of CM Punk at All In. I'd be the tapes of Chris Benoit 17 years ago. That's what I'd be announcing. Club was fucking real. Spurs game worry as we only have 3 days before final. Couldn't give a shit about Spurs game, to be honest. I couldn't care about it. It's a good thing that Hadji and Danilo are out of that Europa League squad because that means they can play guaranteed in the final. I don't care about this. I would rest in the Spurs game. The Spurs games doesn't matter. The fact that we beat Nice, we're through, man. We are through. Now, if you beat Tottenham, there's a real case that you're going to get top 8 if you go to Old Trafford and pick up a draw. But that's in January, man. We've got to worry about now. I also seen, talking about English YouTubers, we'll get to, I don't know who the burial is, but I'm sure he's good if he's burying it. Fog Dan and Fog Dad and Footy Adventures up at Pataudry. What was that all about? I didn't even watch the video. I just seen the thumbnail. It was enough to make me sick. Bring back Russo. Absolutely. Using Jack Perry. Blair Spittle, more goals and assists than Todd De Bruyne last season. Todd De Bruyne, Todd Cantwell, folks, and I've just missed out on that. Steak bake for Greg's, folks. Sausage rolls for Greg's. That would be my. To the Rangers store, let me know that my order's on its way. What did he order? Microwave oven. Well over a decade. Silt. Greg's is top tier. It is. Pantwell. The Stevie Richard. Yes, we made a video on that. How many AJ Styles were it for dinner? Right? How many AJ Styles were it for dinner? And you've got Ric Flair at the bar. Woo! Then shots with Dixie Carter and Kazarian and Bobby Roode. And he's got the fucking cheek to call Stevie Richards a jobber when he's sitting with Kazarian. Fucking work that one out, man. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say Stevie Richards ain't a bit of a jobber, but the guy worked in the 3 biggest wrestling companies there's ever been. At a decent level. Like, it's not like he was a literal jobber. I mean, he was in Right to Censor. Great run, by the way. He was in WCW. Not so great. And he was a decent part of ECW. To suggest that Frankie Kazarian's done more than him. Here, I don't. Does Fog Dan like Celtic? I couldn't give a shit if he loved the Rangers. I can't stand the guy. That whole stuff at the El Clasico telling the Madrid fans. No, they weren't out for dinner that way, but I don't know what. They were out for a meal. Stevie, big Stevie Richards told AJ you want some of the Stevie dick, and he thought he said Stevie Cook, brother. Could have just moved to Lark Hall. Could have. I like Peace Walls. Buying 4th kit this season, Stevie will no doubt another top coming out. I bought the 90s away kit and the Rangers beanie with the wee Castor logo on it. It was down from 30 quid to a tenner, and I was like, that's pretty decent. Would have, definitely. James Wan. Guys, yes, I'm a member. Yes, I'm Jack Butland's pitcher. But I love this channel because of Stevie's honesty. I don't slag him off for your team, and Amir at Ibrox said that 7 players will let go for 800,000. Well, when you factor in the guys let go in the summer, man, like contract-wise, someone let me know if I'm wrong. But if you include everybody that left Rangers in the summer, is it not 800,000? Unless I'm forgetting about something, which is just absolutely crazy. Remember when CM Punk called AJ Styles racist because he didn't tweet out about BLM during the George Floyd riots? I don't remember that. Did he? Honestly, do not remember that. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but the gay community. We know AJ Styles' thoughts on that, but people are probably like, well, he's just firing at these names. I don't know. Yes, we're talking about a wee bit of wrestling in here, folks, but yeah, he did. He did give you a membership. Biggie in Aberdeen. Where's he went? That was this channel's best ever night. So I mean, fuck, come back here and give a bit more, gift out more memberships if you want. Pretty pleased, but like, let's dive into some AGM. So, I mean, I kind of talked a lot about the AGM. The average age between the young talent signed, so the difference between 29.7 and 23.5, that's a big difference, and it's one of the key principles that we want to have. I don't even know. That's just a load of loads of shit. I made a wee trade deal with Batista. Yeah, Ian. Where's he in Aberdeen? Where's he in Aberdeen, guys? Huh? Yeah. Rangers review claimed that Sam Lammers was joining 20 for 2 million, rising to 4 million, and that Connor Goldson was sold over $1 million. So we've been lied to. Mental, abysmal, beyond concerning. All similar comments from fans bemused at what had been confirmed. The fact that we sold 4 players for 800,000, which is well under the market value, is a sackable offence in any walk of life. Our transfer strategy has been utterly abysmal for 4 years, going back as far as the 90s. I mean, it is horrendous, man. There's no two ways about it. I don't understand. I mean, and Niles Coppin got a promotion for all that business, all that great business that he got done. Sackable offence, and we promote him to have about 10 roles within the club. Yeah, you probably would rather a Real Madrid badge, wouldn't you? But we're not doing that. But how does Niels Coppin even get promoted? I mean, even Clement spoke on it. What did Clement say about it? He didn't say much on it. He said, that's a hard one for me to say because it's not my job to do that first. He talks about the wages, but honestly, are we a better team now than we are during the summer? The league table tells you not. So, honestly, man, I'm baffled by that AGM. It's like you get the positive of winning 6-0, then that AGM comes out. See, I just do not understand it, how that AGM was that bad. They should have rescheduled that AGM for a different date. Could you imagine the AGM came after a defeat, though? All that stuff getting talked about, man. I did get my case courtesy of the winnings, thanks again. I won't enter the next Let Son of Scotland get his win back. Yeah, I mean, normally those giveaways, we would both enter it, and then say he won, I would give him the money, or if I won, he would give me the money, but I forgot to enter it. So, yeah, and I run the Instagrams, the Fog Instagrams, so if anyone's wondering who's talking to me on Instagram, it's this guy right here. Go down to the Titanic quarters for the next vlog. There's not much of a walk down there. I looked alongside it. Take the positives. Agent Cologne is staying. He is staying, and you can take that as a positive. I will not. Right, we're going to go to 20 minutes, folks. So we've got 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes. And then business is going to pick up, I'm hearing. But obviously, we've got the SPFL preview show that'll get done later on. Raw was decent. What he's on? What I don't even know what SmackDown. There's that many ratings, Fids. The AEW quarters are out. Right, Rab, see this out of order stuff. What's going on in your head? Quarters are out at 7. I need to do the NXT ratings and quarters. They'll be out at like 10. I don't think there'll be time to do a SmackDown preview. I'll have a look. If it's good, I might preview it, but if there's not, I mean, Raw was all right. I say that I didn't even watch it. He was the one that watched it. He gave it a 5 out of 10, so it must have been all right. Angry Jers meeting appears to be that way. Yep, lowest rating ever. Boom period. All that shite. Could be further from the truth. Let's whip a Big Mina. Sure she was. Passing the bottle. Right. Well, I'm trying to look for AGM news, but I literally read through it all yesterday. I mean, they were like, "Oh, our advisors in the steel business suggest that we should, fucking order it at this point and would get it by this." Why do they need steel advisors, man? That's just another waste. Steel advisors. Well, you need to order it here. I mean, we don't need advisors when you're ordering something off Amazon, you know what I mean? Why do they need advisors with fucking steel? That's a crazy story, Rab. We'll check that newspaper tomorrow. It's too cold to check it tonight. Punk is a jobber. He should retire. I think there's a few years to get to CM Punk yet, even if his body is done. You know what I mean? Right, folks, over 2.5 minutes. Over 2.5 minutes to go. But yeah, Sunday, watch along. Looking forward to the game. If he picks the right team, Phil, and we'll be loving life. But next week, Tottenham. We'll see how it goes. As a Scottish, I want all the teams up here to do well. Hearts and Hibs, though, down there. Lol. Hearts and Hibs, man. What has happened to Hearts and Hibs? I mean, Hibs won 3-0, to be fair. Hearts did draw with Aberdeen. Hearts really should have won that game. Aberdeen were on the Aberdeen bubbles burst, man. See these people that think Aberdeen's going to finish above Rangers. It's not going to happen. Aberdeen needed to keep like the 9-point gap while Rangers were shite. Now I'm not saying Rangers are coming good now, but we've put a string of results together there, and Aberdeen have got caught big time. Hearts could get relegated. Yeah, third time in a decade, absolutely. Should be a game full of silky football at Dingwall. Why not? Our Spurs are shambles. I know they lost to Bournemouth. I think Ange's getting buried for no reason. I know my phone was going off the hook, man. The amount of phone calls you were making. I mean, I think it'll be a decent game. But I tell you what, could losing to Rangers get Ange one step closer to the sack? Because I don't know. I think the snobbery in English football, man, I think they would view that as absolutely horrendous. Does that? Yeah, I tell you what, Tav against Sun, no, that's scary. If Cologne picks the correct team, right, against Spurs, we can absolutely give Spurs a game. We've just got to play the way we have in Europe so far. But we could get ripped apart, and by could I mean, it's a very decent chance of it happening if you're lining up James Tavernier. You know what I mean? Right, we've got 40 seconds to go, folks. Get your final comments in. But yeah, Spurs are bottle jobs. Ange's going over to the fans last night in their 1-0 defeat, telling them how it is. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Sean Connery used to say. 4 each. What game's that going to be? What, the Ross County game? Last year's Ross County game was the beginning of the end, man. It was a shite day in Didio across the board. Anyway, that's where we're going to end this stream. 20 minutes of talking absolute mince. Let's see. I don't get why there's still so much snobbery in English football, considering all the times the Scottish team has beat an English team. I know Liverpool beat us 7-1, right? And that's unforgivable. I don't really, but I mean, when you actually look at the state of the defence, it was a capitulation. I mean, James Sands and Leon King, for fuck's sake, troops. And the head went. No excuse to lose 7-1. I remember when Jericho was a star, but a million years ago. Even a couple of years ago, man, when Burnley finished 7th and they were like a decent team, Aberdeen gave them a good game. You know what I mean? Yep, beat Rock and Austin the same night, had the feud with Shan Mackles. All some good shit, and look at him now. Tragic, Anyway, that's where we're going to leave it. We'll see where it goes. Yep, Scottish football can be dire, but we're going to. I've got faith in that wee Battle of Britain on Thursday. Can't call it a Battle of Britain. I can't. I just did. Anyway, folks, peace. Other feds coming soon. Oh yeah.